Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Bates. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Caught. This is Ivory. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Ready. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
66.
Here's Wilson to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Come on, set.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Down.
6 yards left on second down.
Ready?
Off of play action, and here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
49ers nothing. Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shot, 17. Fight.
Here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Jet, ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lance now on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Lance. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Room here to run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there was no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Wilson. He finds Ivory here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. And an Eagles first down.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Sanders has got it complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep one with the clock running down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Eagles 21. 49ers 9.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Lance now on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And the 49ers have got first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map